Hey guys, this is Anthony from VR Roundtable, and I am playing Rush of Blood for PlayStation VR. Until Dawn, Rush of Blood. And I'm playing this on the VR Roundtable account, and there's actually no saved game. So I'm going to go ahead and start what it would be like if you were going on a new story, and I'll just do it in normal style. And Rush of Blood, hold on a sec.
Welcome, my friend, and step right up to the ride of your life. There are wonders beyond this door that will test your skill and test your will. Do we have a winner here today? See the targets, shoot the targets, and try your best not to die, of course. If it sounds simple, then by all means, show me what you're made of. All you have to do is point your weapon right over here at this sign and pull the trigger.
All right, so when it first starts off, it seems like a very ordinary ride. Like everything just seems relatively normal. You're on this ride. It's called Rush of Blood. You see your legs down there. You use move controllers, so you have independent movement of your guns, which is really cool. Although you can play this with a DualShock 4 and then kind of move like this, where it's like automatic. But I can shoot over there, I can shoot over there. With the move controllers, it's really good. Super creepy atmosphere in this game. I'm going to a loading screen right now. Okay, here I am back in the game. And like I said, it starts off normal. You have like a little pop cap gun when you're shooting things. This is like a real ride. It says unsafe, keep out. You're like, oh, okay, but that's
Hippity ho. 1 minute we stop, 1 minute we go. Just wait and see what's around the bend, and I'll see you when you reach the end.
So you got this guy making his little announcements. I gotta do this shooting gallery real quick. This is kind of like a training level just to get you used to the situation, but it's also part of the story. It's just cool that the game starts off and you think it's actually like a normal, regular kind of a game, but then you find out it's much scarier than that. But it starts off really normal. Not too good at this right now. Alrighty, so we continue to move along. There's so many little things for you to shoot in the environments, and usually you're going through it pretty quickly, and you end up missing out on a lot of stuff. Not sure what it really does if you hit more and more of this stuff. If you get any kind of an extra. Oh, look at all these things on the side here. I mean, it's just ridiculous how many little treats there are. Everywhere there's little things to be shot. Wonder if anybody's gone through this and like shot everything absolutely perfect.
Eyes on the prize.
Eyes on the prize.
They used to come from miles around to witness our world-famous freak show.
So it's weird because you're on a roller coaster.
The guy who got stuck on a carousel and couldn't get off.
You're on a roller coaster in the freaking winter time in the snow. It seems really cold and really, it's just a really cool idea for
All right. Just warming up.
a horror situation. We're missing lots of possibilities here. Damn it, I'm missing hella shots.
More of the same, friend.
I'm not doing good. Okay, this is kind of cool. You have to, you're on this slow-moving roller coaster, and it's like, oh, cool, I get to move my head. Could you imagine if they really had a roller coaster like this? some kid's not paying attention. Bam! I guess I just did it myself right there. Took a little bit of damage. So you got the guy riding in front of you. You see him. I mean, everything's relatively normal, except that it's winter time and it's kind of snowing. I mean, what
Some days you just don't feel it.
weird horror roller coasters open when it's snowing in the winter time and you got the moon in the distance? Really cool vibe that this game brings to the table. This character does a really good job, and the sound effects, super massive games, I give them. Hear this? He's like, whoa, nice knowing you, kid. This is kind of weird when you first feel this and you're not really actually moving. But I kind of like, I'll naturally just kind of turn with it and just kind of go with the vibe. But there is a little bit of weirdness that you might feel. But for the most part, oh, damn it. For the most part, it's pretty tame. I gotta really get low for that one. But beautiful environments. Look at this. This winter horror land. Not a wonderland. It's a winter horror land. And so it looks like we're going down the wrong road. Ah, look at this guy. See, this is where it starts to get a little bit freaky. So now I have what appear to be real guns. So it's a whole different ball of wax when you actually have some real guns.
It seems we've landed on the old ghost train.
Yeah, this is the old ghost train. We got to proceed with some extreme caution because we just went off the rails, my friend. We are not on the normal roller coaster ride. This is a whole different world. So this game here, this game here, Rush of Blood, for the PlayStation VR. This is actually my #1 PlayStation VR game of 2016. I put this on #1 on my list, one of my favorite VR games of all of 2016, and my favorite PSVR game. And the thing about this game that really does it for me is there is a sense of dread when you play this game. There really is a sense of dread. Now, I don't have it as much because I've been through all of this already, and so I'm sure there's going to be some jump scares that catch me off guard, but I've been through this level already, so it's not going to kill me, you know. But sometimes when I play this game and I'm in levels that I haven't been in, I honestly dread the game. Like, I dread going into this game because I feel like it's just so damn freaky, you know? And so I actually dread playing it, and I have to almost work up the nerve to be able to play this game, which that's powerful that it can do that to me. Supermassive Games has done an amazing job. You know, one of the biggest problems that we have in virtual reality is how do you solve the locomotion problem? Well, they solved it really, really easily by putting you on a I got to deal with these clown dudes. They put you in a roller coaster that slowly moves, but sometimes it stops, and they can make a lot of crazy things happen in the background, and they know exactly where you're going to be, and they kind of know where you're going to look because they use audio to kind of help you look in the right spots. So, and you're on a roller coaster and you'd think, well, a roller coaster, but you're going through, it's like a Walt Disney kind of a world, except for horror, because you're going through indoor areas, not an outdoor roller coaster. I took some damage. So this guy with the clown mask and the machete, pretty damn cool enemies that you deal with. This guy really scared the crap out of me the first time I went through this. sound effects. Like there's no music right now, where it just got straight raw sound effects. And then, you know, you have the slight roller coaster parts, and I kind of turn with it and kind of flow with it to help ease myself from a nausea standpoint. But the things that they can do in this game visually is really at another level. They can put anything anywhere at any time, and they will. You will see weird apparitions and monsters of different shapes and sizes. I don't know how many of these guys I got to deal with before I get to move. All right, so I'm once again moving down the road. I try to get all these little bonus guys that you can possibly shoot. Damn it, that hurt. I could have went down that road, but I didn't get those wood planks blown away quick enough. The key with this game is you got to know when to reload, and you really can't miss your shots. And I'm missing a lot of my shots. Sometimes you seem like you have a perfect shot, but it's just not registering. But you go through some absolutely creepy environments. I mean, look at this. The attention to detail and all the little things that go on in this Rush of Blood world. I'm gonna have to do another Let's Play where I'm actually on the level that I'm really on, because then that will be more of like my fear. Okay, so this gas is being emitted, and so this is part of the story. Now you're about to be gassed. Oops, didn't mean to just shoot my gun for no reason. So then you got these blades that are moving, and you're like, oh shit. This is going to be a jump scare. It's going to be something that will scare the crap out of me. Oh, I got my guns ready. Ooh! Yeah, see, talk about jump scares. I mean, even though I've been through this and I knew it was coming, it still got me. So now you're...
Relax. Deep breaths.
For a second there, I saw a different world, and it kind of made it seem like... Got an A- for that, so not too bad. Uploading score. Okay, let's go to continue. I now have shotguns, and I've been gassed, so now it's going to get a little bit more freaky because I'm going to hallucinate and see some weird stuff. I'm going through this pig tunnel. I mean, how creepy is this? Could you imagine if somebody made a roller coaster like this in real life? How creepy this would be? I don't know if... The creepiest roller coaster I know of is the Santa Cruz, the wood roller coaster, and it's creepy just because as you're flying through that roller coaster and it's rickety, rickety, rickety. So, see, now you start having these weird hallucinations. You start seeing this lady starts talking to you. And then that's weird, but super cool. I love that. I love the visual quality right there. Super scary, of course, but absolutely awesome. So you have these giant pigs, and they're all slaughtered up, and they're all chopped into pieces. And you got these big meat hooks that are on the ground, swinging around from ropes. And you got the blades. We just activated something. The pigs are woken up. We got these blades. So what you have to do is you have to move far to one side, move far to the other side, avoid those blades, and get your shots on while you're moving through the world. Your gun will have an indicator. Like I got one more shot from this shotgun, and then I got to reload it. This one's got 2 shots, so now I got to reload this one. This one's got 1 more shot. Oh, the blood drips on you. You got the meat hooks with the blood dripping all on it. I should be looking for little. Sometimes you got to get low. Should be looking for power-ups to shoot. Not seeing too much. Okay, you got this swinging thing that you want to avoid. Now I need to upgrade my my shotguns. I'm in the dark here. Okay, this is freaky. And I get these giant... Oh, I shouldn't have reloaded right then. Get these giant pig guys coming at me. Now, if you time your shot at the right time, you can take these guys out. I'm just reloading like crazy. I hope I don't run out of ammo. Okay, so then you go through this little roller coaster ride. And it's dark, it's spooky. Oh, you gotta duck and dodge. They're like, okay, this is really weird. I don't know where they were going with the naked people with their camcorders. Okay, this is a little bit, it's kind of fast. I could see this giving somebody a little bit of motion sickness. You got to move your head out of the way to avoid taking damage. Right here, you're going, whoa, I'm going down a roller coaster ride. It's kind of amazing, honestly, that I don't really get motion sickness from this rush of blood. The door opens up, and now you're in a creepy house. And it looks like you're still going downward on a roller coaster, but you're in a house. Okay, now I'm seeing the hallways of this. This is kind of PT-ish. This is really cool right here. They could make a ride look like this at Disneyland. Kind of like the Haunted Mansion, but... Or what was the one that they had where it was... you were inside like an old hotel... Terror in the Isles or something like that. I forget what it was called. But it'd be hard to make a roller coaster that looked as good as this, though. But yeah, I get a wee bit of a PT vibe when I'm in this house. Although nothing like the PT vibe you get from Resident Evil 7. That is PT to the 12th degree. So I've hit a point. Uh-oh, something's happening. Oh my God, what's happening? Okay, I just saw about 7 clowns. Here they are. I gotta deal with these psychos. Remember when that whole clown thing was going on? This game kind of came out a little bit after that whole clown thing was going on. Here's a giant clown. This is where you get that sense of scale that only VR can bring. So this is like, yeah, I must be hallucinating, because how can I be seeing all this crazy stuff? Okay, so now we are... I got an A on that one. Only got 1 out of 10 collectibles. That is just awful. Okay, so we'll do one more. I'm going to do one more level, and then we'll go ahead and call it a little quick play session, although it's actually kind of a long play session. But let's just do one more quick level.
Into the heart of darkness.
So this character, as you go through the game, he kind of starts changing a little bit. You start to see some different little things, and you start to wonder about that guy. But the music that they play, sometimes I would have that music just stuck in my head just over and over again, because you get this existential sense of dread sometimes when you're going through these levels, especially when you haven't gone through it before. I've experienced whatever's about to happen. I don't really remember it because I'm at the very end of this game, and this is more very early on in the game. But, oh, this is the bird level, yeah. So these birds, one thing you'll see with these birds, I'm going to go ahead and shoot some of them, so apologies to PETA. But with these birds, you will see some pixelization and some screen door. You kind of get the Vaseline effect that I talk about. PSVR, if you want to criticize PSVR from a standpoint of resolution, that's understandable. And okay, here's where they do some apparitions. Whoa, that is freaky. But if you want to talk about like the resolution issue on PlayStation 4, every once in a while it will show itself. And like these birds is one way that it kind of shows itself as the resolution limitations and the screen door and that Vaseline effect that I like to talk about. So I opened all that up, but I guess I was too late with that. I've gone down this road. So there's multiple ways, multiple pathways you can go in. This is a pretty cool level. It's kind of, it's got a good horror feel to it with these birds. And then you're kind of going by this old cabin. And you hear the screams of something. You're like, oh man, look at these two. They're getting jacked up. That is just messed up. That's some straight horror, you know. I wonder if as VR okay, this might be another apparition. As VR gets better and better with the realism, is horror like that going to actually leave people scarred? I mean, we're going to get into a strange world in about 10 years when the resolution gets way, way better than what we have now. And the power to push photorealism is going to increase exponentially as well. And we're going to get into some moral issues. I'm going to take these birds out. You can have some moral issues about taking out the birds, but hey, okay, here's some apparitions. She's shooting these birds at me. The birds, they attack the birds. Okay, you got to do a little bit of dodging, bobbing, and weaving, which is cool. It adds to the overall realism of this game. And here's a little bit more of that roller coaster action. I'm not really into the roller coaster part of it so much, but it doesn't really trying to get these bonuses doesn't really bother me too much. I guess it's a good change of pace, you know. You have to lean forward on that one. It's a pretty good change of pace to have some of the roller coaster moments and then for it to slow down and then sometimes, well, I think I hit my head there. Sometimes it comes to a complete stop and you're battling a boss or something like that. But now we're going slowly up like that. You see the trees. You can use your guns as flashlights basically to explore the environment. There's the creepy song, of course, that you get to hear. The moon over there, the clouds. Pretty cool. Okay, I could hit this sign and then it changes my pathway. So now I'm going this way. I don't know what the real difference is going to be between this. So now I'm going into some type of creepy cave. This is going to be great. And this is cool. Look at, we're looking over a canyon. We can look down out there. This is absolutely a creepy area where this ride is located. I'll shoot anything and everything that wants to mess with me, for real. So we're about to go into another scary cave. You can see the blood splattered on those wood beams, which tells me to lower my head. Okay. Looks like we're gonna go down a sharp bend. And we are getting to the haunted hotel part of the game. And you do hear crazy noises in 3D audio. Oh shit, there was a jump scare, and I wasn't prepared for that one. That's pretty much what happens when I do get a jump scare. It's like, ah, shit. You know, that's pretty much what I say. This hotel is super creepy. This is a good stage of the game. And you do have these apparitions like this that look really real. And then now I got to deal with these psycho-looking dudes. One of my guns is way more powerful than the other gun. If I get a headshot on some of these guys with the good gun, I can take them out right away. My other gun, it's kind of crap. Okay, let's see. Let's upgrade this gun. Yeah, these guys... You know, America's Got Talent, there was that one creepy guy that would have all that makeup on his face. These guys kind of remind me of that guy from America's Got Talent. Trying to get some upgrades for my gun. I got a shotgun in one hand. So I'm going through this hotel level. Looks like I got to get some ducking on. Lots of little power-ups to possibly hit if I could hit them. Okay, now I got the pig swinging around. This reminds me of Rocky. You know, when Rocky was hitting the meat. Let's get our gun upgrade. So this will be the last level that I'm going to show you guys on this more extended playthrough of the beginning section of Russia Blood. A game that I really feel is one of the best VR games that we had in the year 2016. Just really cool vibe this game gives you. It is not for the faint of heart. This game is incredibly freaky, especially your very first time through. Really, you shouldn't watch a Let's Play like this if you haven't actually played this game, to be honest, because if you watch this whole thing, this whole part is going to be spoiled for you. This is the kind of game that you want to actually experience all this stuff live and in person. I hit that wood beam there, but it didn't take me that way. So I'm going through this room. So yeah, you know, this game was on sale recently for $10 at Best Buy. And I cannot recommend this enough. I don't know why this game turned into be a $20 game. I think it's better than a lot of $40 PlayStation VR games, to be honest with you. It's my #1 PSVR game of 2016, and it's only $20, and you can get it on sale sometimes for $10. People talk about PlayStation VR, and I don't think they give PlayStation VR the credit it deserves from a standpoint of the launch games. I think are just such a good collection of launch games. And they're so different. There's so many different games in all kinds of different categories. And Rush of Blood is a different game, to be sure. A roller coaster horror game where you're in a shooting gallery on a roller coaster. I mean, what kind of genre is that? You can't even put that in a genre. It's a combination of a number of genres, I suppose. But PSVR has so many wildly different games like that. You know, like the Batman game is wildly different than everything. It's almost like a point-and-click adventure, but in VR. You have stuff like Battlezone and Eve Valkyrie. Just so much stuff on PSVR. And then you have really artistic stuff like Bound. This is the artistically creepy stuff. These weird dudes right here. Kind of Cirque du Soleil, but with a horror bent. Every once in a while you'll see another guy that shows up and you're like, wait a minute, there wasn't a guy right there. Especially with the guy that had a head on his shoulders. Oh, look at that guy right there. Yeah, see, okay, that's creepy. That looks quite realistic. So I took out a lot of those guys with headshots pretty much right away, so I was able to survive that pretty easily. Usually these little side things will have a bullseye on them and you can get little points on them, but okay, here's some of those apparitions. There we got attack of the bases. All the bases in the world will come after me. Yellow ones, blue ones, white ones. Ones with little flower designs on them. Bases of all sizes and shapes. It's funny, if you play a horror game as a Let's Play, it's actually not as scary because you can just keep talking the whole time. And for some reason, if you keep talking, it doesn't make you feel as bad. Okay, so this is like another boss sequence. I'm actually going to go ahead and stop the video here, guys. I don't want to spoil the whole game of Rush of Blood. It's a super cool game, but I'm going to cut the video off here. But thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you guys next time on VR Roundtable Let's Plays. See you guys next time. Later!